You're just that one guy who couldn't forbear having left out of experiences and opportunities that the world offers, or so you've thought. When you arrive at traffic light and the light turn yellow, you just have to accelerate because 10 of vehicles before you have managed to pass. Much to your annoyance, you are the 11th in the line who sees the first flash of red. It's not likely you'd get run over by a truck at the crossroad before you, but you get honked. You got a stream of invectives from the driver who got spooked for good measure. While you smile nervously, it gives you a sense of fulfillment, twisted as it may be. It feels as though you are constantly connected to an unstoppable advancement of events you euphemize as progress or moving on. You are constantly involved, as if there wouldn't be a next green light, dead or alive. The feeling of anxiety in FOMO proffers a constant gnawing worry, gnawing at one's psyche. It's a warning, a prognostic of an ultimate regret, that others are experiencing something exciting or important without you. It intensifies with each exponentially increasing allure an event offers, or the soon-to-be end of a deal making a final call. This anxiety often manifests as a sense of restlessness, unease, or even panic, fueled by the fear of being left behind or excluded. Every scroll through social media feeds can trigger a surge of anxiety, as individuals compare their own experiences to the seemingly more fulfilling lives of others. The fear of being out of the current hottest trend engenders a sense of urgency to constantly getting hooked to it, at the expense of one's mental well-being. They'd roll the dice that is with same number on each facet, giving everything they got, risking the anathema of social backlash, brushing off advices from the reasonable well-meaning minds, turning their back on the fact that risk to reward is way off proportion. Any alternative, which is a rational yet unexciting option, can be all-consuming and the cause of morbid anxiety it exacerbates too. This further leads to impulsivity in decision-making and difficulty in enjoying the present moment. It's a relentless pressure to keep up with the perceived pace of life. FOMO breeds the luck is always on your side fallacy. Luck is always on your side fallacy is a misconception that suggests a person consistently experiences positive outcomes solely due to luck, without considering other factors like skill, effort, or circumstances. It overlooks the role of hard work, preparation, and strategy in achieving what one wants. In reality, luck may play a part in some situations, but it's often a combination of various elements that contribute to outcomes. FOMO compounds the false belief, rendering one to underestimate the importance of personal agency, and may promote a reliance on chance rather than proactive decision-making. Years back, right in the midst of COVID-19 pandemic, a lot of people lost their job as they got sick and the quarantine protocols kicked in. They stayed at home, and inspirations from high flyers and blandishments from trading gurus of the world hit home. After luck depleted due to the macro environment, they told to themselves, maybe luck is on their side this round. They became, professional traders, organized by Reddit Wall Street bets. Because just a handful of them were capable of depleting the funds of Wall Street's guys in the matter of few hours. They ought to rise, be it to the bait or to the occasion. Together, they game-stopped every rational mind that ever dabbles in stock trading and option trading. And there was you, wondering how you would miss out on this anomaly, which was like once in a forever. A stock that grew 100 times in days, and you were like, what? A long-term observant sideliner who wouldn't get even a dime out of which. Your reasoning ability, much like this YouTube's algorithm which wouldn't recommend this video to you sooner, received the right prompt, but banged out catastrophically wrong interpretations. All of them revolved around the so-called writings on the wall, that there are upsides from the price that is already at all-time high. Not surging 1,000 times from the lowest point seemed increasingly impossible with each spurt of bullish momentum and every huzzah of bullish sentiment. Of course, you might make a penny or two, the unrealized profit that deserved your meme slang, hodl to the moon. And then a calm period ensued, technical consolidation you said, but you are like a frog in a simmering water. As you realize the urgency of taking a leap, your hind legs were already cooked. FOMO can distort perceptions, and lead to unjustified regrets about notional missed opportunities. Of the regret's magnitude, it's always about the order. Whether you try it, risking potential entrapment and subsequent regret, or refrain, missing out on a notional opportunity and experiencing regret in hindsight. Both are regrets, and the only plain rational thing to do is choose the one which you know you would regret less. There is a catch, though. FOMO most often than not compromises your judgment and reshuffles the above-mentioned order unawares, compelling you to either make misguided decision or experience unwarranted emotions after skipping that misguided decision. It is to subject you to a trial of which the process becomes an inescapable crucible of despair and suffering. FOMO redefines the meaning of YOLO. You only live once, so you don't want to die with unsettled regret, is but the most direct cause of you die silly now. This phenomenon can be seen through examples such as spontaneous travel. One may impulsively book an expensive trip because they fear missing out on a once-in-a-lifetime experience, even if it strains their finances and creates stress later. Secondly, social event. A person might attend numerous social gatherings or parties in a short period to avoid feeling left out, even if it means sacrificing sleep or neglecting other responsibilities. Karoshi knocks their door on third working day. And thirdly, investment. Just don't get us on that. The exhilaration of outmaneuvering your competitors in a zero-sum game knows no bounds. So what can you do? FOMO has a countervailing antidote called JOMO, joy of missing out. Embrace it by appreciating the freedom and peace that come from opting out of certain activities or commitments. Recognize that saying no to one thing often means saying yes to something else that aligns better with your priorities. Learn to ignore the bait coming from social media platforms, for they often exacerbate feelings of FOMO by showcasing curated highlights of others' lives. Set boundaries on your social media usage to prevent constant comparison and feelings of inadequacy. Invest time and energy in things like self-improvement, learning new skills, pinching a baby's cutest face, and pursuing meaningful hobbies. Engaging in activities that contribute to your personal growth and fulfillment can diminish the allure of external validation and comparison.